Eddie, so you're not up there?
You guys see who's playing today?
Who?
Morocco versus Croatia.
It's on Saturday.
I hope Croatia wins.
Croatia.
Why, do you not want an African team going?
No.
How many games are there?
One.
Two games.
One on Sunday and one on Saturday.
My friends is three.
I hope Morocco wins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no, Morocco still has a chance though.
I want an African team.
Because they're playing.
Really?
What did they do?
All right, everyone look up here. Let's do our stress check. Hopefully you guys aren't feeling too stressed about the World Cup and you can focus on work while still hoping that your team wins.
No, there's one more person in the team. No.
All right. We checked it in right now, but now we're not going to check it for the rest of the class, all right? Does everyone agree? We already checked them. We know where we're at. We know there's 2 games left, but for class, we're going to focus on class. Go ahead and do your stretch. I see 2 people doing it. Everyone needs to do it.
I'm a little bit light green today.
Little light green, that's great. You're in a good place and you can focus. That's what I like to hear. Oh, yeah. I understand.
I'm always happy with that.
We're just playing.
We're not going to say stuff like that even playing. Okay, quickly check in. So, the end of the quarter is coming up soon. I know you guys are excited. Yeah.
Oh, no, but.
Of the quarter, right? Because next week, we end on Thursday. What does that mean? That means that Stan and I have been putting in grades. So, if, yes, take 1 minute, check your Aspen. We're putting in grades. So, if you have any questions about your grades, you can come to me or Miss Dana. And if there's a specific thing you want to possibly redo, come to us and talk to us about it. We can see what options we have. Are we going to check Aspen? Yes. All right, I'm giving everyone in 1 minute check Aspen, and then we're going to move on.
Camila, did you put the
You got A as P, Miss Dana started doing it. I don't know if she did yet because I wanted to talk to you guys. A as P. Yeah. So we've been putting things in. We might teach this thing.
And Ryan, you know the Netherlands game was great. Netherlands?
Yeah, I lost it.
Oh, okay, so yeah. The referee was Argentina.
And as a reminder, we still have a couple of grades that aren't.
There's not a couple.
We still have 2 big grades for Spanish and English that we haven't done yet, which is the Wax Museum grade and the Cuentos grade that we're going to work on next week. So those things will still affect your grade.
Look at my grade.
You're like right about a freaking get it right there, so fish won't be.
So that option is open. All right. Now can I get everyone to close Aspen and open Google Classroom to your Founding Father research sheet? I want everyone opening to their research sheet. We're going to open to your research sheet about Hamilton. Yep, we're done looking at Aspen. If you have any questions, you can ask us later about them. And if your other teachers too, you can ask them about it.
Right now.
No, right now, later. lunch is an appropriate time, grade this, but right now we're gonna move on to the research. So, once you have your Google Classroom open, I want you to check what information are you missing or what information do you need more of? Because remember, we need 3 paragraphs of positive information about the founding fathers, neutral information like their birth date and maybe just things that they did that are not really super positive or super negative, and then some of those more negative things about them. Enough to fill about 5 sentences in each paragraph. So you need a good amount of information. So think to yourself, make a note of it. What do you see on your organizer that you don't have enough of? Because today we have 15 minutes to finish that up. Because I want to make sure that if there's one part of your organizer that you don't have anything written for, that's what you're going to focus on. So if you don't have enough about what a supporter would say, that's what you're going to search up today. If you don't have enough about what they did in the revolution, that's what you're going to look for. So I want everyone to have that Google Classroom document open.
Dang. I don't think they have vertical primary.
And then you can type in here that what information specifically do you need more of? Like I said, is it more about the revolution? Is it more about the things that they did in their life? Positive information, negative information, what? Tell me in the paragraph what part you're missing. Is there, can you see if there's anything that you need a little bit more of so that you can have 5 sentences in the neutral paragraph, 5 sentences in the negative, and 5 in the neutral? Okay. Caleb and Rolanda, can you tell me what you guys need to focus on this? Rolanda. What do you need to research more on today in these 15 minutes?
Can you guys believe it that there's Christmas is next month?
Okay,
Christmas is
so
not next week.
these are our research goals. I'm about to give you guys. Yes, I know we're excited for Christmas,
Christmas is
I
not.
don't like Christmas.
but we're gonna keep our focus on the research project that's due, right? Because we have a lot of,
10 more days.
yeah, and that's super exciting, but Orlando, we still have school to do before that's done. So I want to make sure that you guys can get those grades up, get enough information so that you can do your wax museum really well. Because those things are really important and those happen before Christmas. So that's where we're going to focus our attention on. So, Haley, I'm going to give you guys 15 minutes to finish up your research to make sure you have something in each of the squares. And then we're going to sort your information into the different categories, positive, neutral, and negative, so that tomorrow when you're writing the 5 sentences, you already have it sorted into what information goes where. And after the 15 minutes, I'm going to give you guys an example of how to do that. But right now I'm going to show you guys the links that we have up. So some of them are the same ones as yesterday, the supporter, the critic. These are more basic information, maybe where you can get more of the neutral and the positive information about your founding father. But this is a lot of links because it's both the information from yesterday and the day before. So that everyone, whatever, depending on whatever you need, if you need more of the positive, negative, neutral stuff about the revolution, there should be plenty of links to find the information that you need. So what I'm going to do is in a minute, I'm going to set a 15-minute timer so that at 9:30 we'll be done with the researching part and we can move on to organizing the information. 1 second, Isaac. So, since we've been doing research for a couple days, I want to hear from you guys, what do we expect from the class? How do we expect the class to look and sound while we're doing our research? CJ, how do we expect the class to look and sound while we're all researching?
It should sound like
Everybody's working, so what does it sound like when everyone's working on their own project, Aaliyah? Uh-huh. That sounds like typing, yeah, it sounds like quiet typing, yes. If there's someone that you have been working on and you've been sharing information on, how can you make sure that you can share information with them without distracting other people? Whispering, yeah, and would you agree with that? You and Aaliyah can do it together because you guys have the same person. You can share information for these 15 minutes unless you think that it would be better to be by yourself. So that's another thing. These are the last 15 minutes. So if you think that it would be helpful to get some information from someone who has the same person as you, then you can make that choice. But if you think, oh, I can do better in these 15 minutes by just researching on my own, then that's the time that you have to get into it, okay? So I'm going to start the 15-minute timer. Everyone should have the links open and their Google researcher, and I'm going to come around and check in on how people are doing. So once again, I'm going to set the timer, and then I'll continue.
Are you good? Are you good?
So that's the document I have already got all that information. But I'm not that's one more in this book, so it looks like it's back in order.
You know water does have taste.
It's sweet.
I know it tastes bad. Because I brush my teeth and the water tastes bad. I went to What is it? Hey, look.
So for example,
Hey, look.
maybe if you say he's confident because he wrote the register of attendance. And your work is very bad. It has to be hard out of what he did. It's just like checking
I done your thing too, right?
what was his job, what was his job,
Cool.
Right? No, yeah, that's great.
I would.
Alright, let's remember that third house is still working quietly. Start with this word.
Teacher.
I'll be right there for lunch.
You know Benjamin Franklin was adopted?
Alright. I know that was kind of loud. I'm sorry about that. So hopefully that was enough time to get most of your research done. That's okay. If you feel like you still need to do a little more, you can come in during lunch, but we're going to move into the sorting our information because all of you guys have lots of things in your organizer, and now we're going to put it into the document where we're going to write 3 paragraphs. So, everyone, let me get to it. This is my example document. Everyone look up here. This is what yours kind of looks like, right? few things, maybe you have a few sources, you have some positive, negative things, and where it's going to go is it's going to go in a document that looks like this. So this document is on your Google Classroom. It should say positive, negative, neutral, paragraph, assignment. That's the one. It says Founding Father bios. So everyone have that one open too, because you're going to be putting some of your information from your research into that document. Yes, that's it.
Can we go back to the sources?
No, because we're gonna pause researching right now so I can show you guys how to do this.
So, I know, so they put the sources in the bottom of the thing, and I forgot to write down the sources.
Okay, that then in a little bit I'll put it back, but right now we're not gonna focus on the sources as much. We're gonna focus on the information and then the sources. So once everyone has this open, you can see there's a spot for the neutral paragraph about your founding father, the positive paragraph, and the negative, like we saw with the student example. The neutral one is just facts that aren't super good or super bad about him, like his birthday and where he stayed during the war, right? These are some of the details that this student put about Benjamin Franklin. And he put some of his accomplishments too, right? Like this one. Did you learn about this one, though? Benjamin Franklin flew a kite, and it was struck by lightning, helping us understand more about electricity. So that was one of the things that he did. This is kind of in the neutral category. In the positive, do you guys see how it has a green highlight? All the things that are highlighted in green are the words that show us, ooh, this person is really good. These are some positive, good words about him. So Benjamin Franklin was an important founding father, right? Important is a good word. And a brilliant scientist, and you have a loving family. So you don't highlight Benjamin Franklin because that's just his name, but the green words are the really positive words. Yes, Isaac?
Is that person in 6th grade when they wrote this?
I'm not sure.
No, we're supposed to write that down.
Was the person in 6th grade when they wrote this?
No.
Yeah.
Did he ever go to school?
Yes.
Was it the eighth graders from last year?
Yep, all right. So look at this. He greatly helped advance the understanding of electricity. And then in the negative paragraph, we've got, oh, he was a lousy politician. So that's in red to show us that that's the negative thing about him. He went to France to convince the French to help. So he was trying to convince them, but maybe he didn't convince them very well. He was a loser scientist who barely helped. So you can tell that this person used a lot of adjectives. What's an adjective?
Person, place, or thing.
That's a noun. Close.
Describes
Adjective.
a noun.
Yes, describes the noun. You got it, Rolando. So he's a scientist, but what kind of scientist is he? If you want to write about a negative, he's a lousy scientist. But if you want to write about how he's a positive scientist, look at the change. What did they write about him in the positive way? He was a, look up here,
Great science.
great scientist. So if you have neutral information, you can always change it to be positive or negative by changing the adjective. Great scientist, lousy scientist. Let's see another example of that. The man was an irresponsible husband. Do you guys know what irresponsible means?
Yeah.
Doesn't make good decisions.
No.
Yeah, and then that's negative, right? So how did they change it for the positive? He was a family man. So instead of being irresponsible, now he's a family man. You see how that's more positive? So you can change some of those words in your facts to see what's going to be positive, what's going to be negative. So this is what you're going to do with your facts. You are going to look through your document, and you're going to start highlighting in red the negative things that you can put in and the positive things and the neutral. So the neutral we're just going to leave with no color. So for example, oh, the person's name is Abigail Adams, and this is their birthday and death date. this is where they were born, and this is where they died. Is that positive or negative information? Or neutral? Neutral. It doesn't say that they're good or bad or anything, it's just when they were born and, when they were born and where they died. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that, and I can copy it. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in the neutral spot so that tomorrow when I start writing it, I already have the neutral stuff in the neutral area.
Can I start?
Can you what?
Can I start?
In a second. Everyone can go ahead and put that first information where they were born, their names, their birthplace, and their death place. You can put that in the neutral spot. Because you know that that's not going to be positive or negative. That's just our general information about them.
Birthplace.
Birthplace too, yeah. That's just neutral. Once you do that, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to look for positive things. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight all the things that I think are positive about my founding person, which is Abigail Adams, which is the wife of John Adams, and I'm going to highlight that in green. So let's see, one thing they were known for. I put that Abigail Adams was known for being an early advocate for women's rights. So she wanted to make sure that women were getting rights when normally they weren't getting rights at that time because they were sexist and they didn't include women in a lot of the decisions. So I think that's a good thing. So I'm going to highlight that in what color? Green, because it's positive, right? And if it was negative, what color would I highlight it in? Red. Let's go to the next thing I have. So even though she couldn't help make any of this decision, she told her husband, John Adams, what she thought he should do. So I'm kind of like, that could be put in the neutral or the positive. So I'm going to highlight it green, but I might also put it in the neutral category.
Teacher,
Yeah,
did you know Benjamin Franklin died at the same age that his mom did?
I didn't know that.
They both died at 84 years old.
Maybe that's something you could put in what category? Positive, neutral, or negative?
Neutral.
Neutral, exactly. So go ahead and put that in your neutral.
Or
It's
it's
really
really
good
good,
that
it could also be like, he was a strong man, just like you came from a strong family, that would be positive.
That would be positive, right? She raised her children and kept up the farm during the war. What color should I highlight that one?
Green.
Green, yeah. What about, she had no formal education. She didn't go to school formally.
Kind of negative.
Kind of negative, right?
His birthday was April 17th. Wait, no, he died. April 17th.
And then, once I have those highlighted, I can copy paste them into my document. So that's a negative one, I'm going to copy and paste it into my negative document. Do you guys see how I'm doing that? Once you do that, if you start noticing that, oh, I have a lot more positive, or I have a lot more negative, look how you can always change things to be positive or be negative, even if it's the same fact. Like how Rolando said, Christina just said, if my neutral fact is that the founding father was died at the same day as his mom, then you can still add that fact into positive or negative, but change how you're talking about it. So, oh, it was remarkable that he was born, that he was dead on the same day as his mother. It shows their great relationship and a tie that they have, right? So you can always spin the fact a little bit. So, for example, here.
Teacher, what is pleurisy?
Pleurisy?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Remember.
It's like something from your lungs. That's how he died.
So, for example, here, if you had a fact that said he convinced the French with his outmatched debate skills, that sounds pretty positive, right? How can we make that sound negative? He convinced the French with his outmatched debate skills. Maybe we could.
He barely won the French over.
It
Yeah.
took him 2 years to persuade the French to join the war, in which time he spent most of his time not persuading the French and instead romping around France.
Yeah, so you can tweak it a little bit and kind of change it. It's kind of like using the connotation words, like positive or negative words. So instead of, oh, he had outmatched debate skills, you could say, he barely won, but he won. And it makes it sound more negative than positive, even if originally the fact was a little bit more positive. So what I want you guys to do right now is in your organizer, go ahead and organize everything by color. Like I said, the positive things green, the negative things red, and once you have them all highlighted, neutral color, highlighted green, or highlighted red, then you can go ahead and paste them into your document, because tomorrow you're going to take these facts that you have copied in, and you're going to turn them into sentences that are all your own words, right? So if you started putting in quotes, tomorrow you're going to turn those quotes into your own words too. So if there's no ones you have time to turn into your own words today, I would recommend doing that too. So go ahead and start doing that, changing, seeing which ones are positive and which ones are negative, and highlighting them in your document, and then putting them in the other one. Okay? I'm going to leave this slide open so that anyone who's feeling a little bit lost or needs a little bit of help can show me, and then I can come over to you.
Alexander Hamilton had 7 children. No, 8.
Mine had 10. There were 11 and 12 died.
Yeah, 8 kids and
died.
he had 8 kids and died before like some of them were even born.
My guy had 10 children. His 11th and 12th children died.
That's great.
12.
He
All right, so we have 10 minutes until break, so I have one exit slip problem for you guys to do. That's going to help you practice what we have to do tomorrow for the paragraphs. So tomorrow in the paragraphs, you have the three. Just focus up here. Tomorrow we have the three paragraphs that are neutral, positive, and negative about the founding father, right? And we want to figure out how to change the words, the adjectives, right? Like we said, describing the noun. Okay, glad you're writing over it. What? Oh, okay, then do not touch it. To change those words to be more positive or more negative. So, what I want you guys to write in the paragraph is, you're going to write this sentence. So, the name of your founding father, so I'm, in this example, is James Madison, was what kind of founding father was he? So, an adjective. Something that describes what kind of a founding father he was. So, James Madison was what kind of founding father, and he was known for doing something here. So the noun, and then how did he do that thing? So, James Madison was what kind of founding father and was known for blank. So being known for something was something that he did, that he was famous for. So in this part, I want you to write something that they were actually known for that you found from one of your facts. So what you're going to do is you're going to put it in positive form and then in negative form. And you can either use the same fact and try to make it sound positive or negative, or you can change the fact. Look at it, please. Yes, but 1 second. Oh, there's no. Okay, then okay, 1 second. So, and I get everyone looking in here? Let's see how I did the positive example. So I put in the name. TJ, can you put that away, please? I put in the name. James Madison was what kind of founding father did I say he was? Greedy. So you can tell that this sentence is going to be my negative example, right? James Madison was a greedy founding father, and he was known for evilly treating his slaves. So this is my adjective, evilly. Greedy is my other adjective, and what did he do? He evilly treated his slaves. So, then for my positive one, I have James Madison was what kind of founding father? Smart founding father. Why was he smart? He was known for brilliantly writing the Constitution. So you're going to go and look at your facts about what they did, and you're going to find something negative and something positive, and you're going to write it like this. So, since I guess it didn't do the paragraph, I'm going to pass out a piece of paper. Oh. And this exit slip, I expect everyone to do, and if it's not done, then we're waiting for everyone to be done until we can go to break. Because this is really important practice for tomorrow. So as I pass out the paper to you, I want you to write the name of your founding father. James Madison was a blank. So you go out to put James Madison. No, you would put your founding father. James Madison, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson. You're practicing writing a positive fact and a neutral fact about the founding father that you've been researching. So on their paper, everyone should have founding father name was a You're going to have two versions, negative version and positive version. Everyone get a pencil?
Nutty Bob. Come on, say look.
Alright, like I said, we're not going to break until we've all written our two sentences, one positive and one negative. So, Yolanda. That's very distracting. We're all waiting so that everyone's done until we go to the sentences. So, what do you do? Put your name of the founding father. Who was your founding father? So you have two sentences. Sentence one, negative. Sentence two, positive. So the name of your founding father, either Benjamin Franklin. Right? Can you write the name of your founding father so we can all be on the same step? Yes. So, the name of your founding father. I'm going to pause until everyone has the name of their founding father written.
Benjamin Franklin.
Great, you have it written?
Yes.
Was and the first word. Hold on. Was what kind of founding father? So you're going to put a negative word here. What kind of founding father was he? And you're going to write a negative word. So, who's your founding father? Thomas Jefferson was a negative word founding father. What kind of founding father was he? If it was negative. See, not everyone said you need to turn around.
Alexander Hamilton's was through 50 and 60.
What? I don't know, he was a white
When
balding
do you
man.
present?
Is what?
Is that true?
When do you present?
Oh, you're so
All right, let's make sure that we're not having side conversations because we want to make sure everyone gets their two positive and negative sentences. One positive, one negative. So, that, like my example for negative.
Do
James
you have
Madison.
finding father?
No, you write like my example. I wrote about James Madison, so you write about yours. James Madison was and I put greedy, but you put another negative word. Negative. James Madison was a greedy founding father, but you could put a different one. You could put angry, you could put evil, you could put another negative word. And he was known for, and you write something that they were known for, but you put a negative word on it so that it sounds negative. So one of the facts that you know about them, something negative about them, say something negative that they did.
Can you say something positive about them?
Positive will be in the next one. So James Madison, that's the one I put, but you'll put the one that you put. Was a, and then you'll change it to a positive word. Are you done, Caleb? You have two sentences? No? I'm wrong. Did you do it like this? Yeah. So you have to do it like this. James Madison was a greedy founding father of this country. You have to do the same way that I wrote it, like with the blanks. Was a blank founding father and was known for blank blank. Don't erase it, just delete it. Okay. So underneath that, looks good. You can write it in this way. You're gonna write it as John Adams was a kind of positive.
Kevin! Argentina gonna win!
show you an example here to really make sure that you guys know what I mean by this. Here. One second, wait to make sure that this is the right way. This way, can you sit down and I can check it later? Because I can't check everyone's right now. I want to make sure everyone knows what we're doing. So, do you guys see here how I have the same sentence? James Madison was a blank founding father, and James Madison was a blank founding father. The two sentences are the same, right? Everyone looks up here? Can I get everyone to pause and look up here? So in the first sentence, I want it negative. So James Madison was what's a negative word about someone? Yeah? A what? A negative word that I could describe James Madison as. Yeah?
Horrible.
What's a horrible founding father? Terrible. Or terrible founding father. So whatever you have, you're going to write Thomas Jefferson was a terrible founding father. Or Thomas Jefferson was a dumb founding father. Not smart.
You're just scandalous.
Scandalous founding father. Or, CJ, do you have it written like this for yours? So then your founding father, for the positive one, James Madison was a, what's a positive word, Fernando? What's a positive adjective?
He was nice.
Was a nice founding father. If you were going to say king, change that to an adjective. He was a royal founding father. Kingly founding father.
Negative first.
Negative first, positive second. If you didn't write that way, just put positive, negative on the side so I know which one's which. Right? Here. After this. So then for the second sentence, both of the sentences are the same. He was known for blank. So he was known for, and then this one will be negative, and the same sentence. He was known for, but it will be positive for the second one. I know, I wrote it wrong. He was known. Known for.
He was no.
And then something
No, he was no.
negative. James Madison was known for. Once you're done, you can hand it to me and I'll check it. Smart founding father, it was for his brain. Great. And his brain, he was awesome. So now you need to negative. Right. So you have opposite. Yep. I know.
He just, I don't know, look at this, little black. Yeah.
This is gross founding father. I like that you're using that word that you found about it. That's great. Alright. Does anyone need help on their two sentences?
Yeah.
Okay. Amy, you need help?
A word in my essay may be considered true, however, it has a legitimate use, and I'm using it to its legitimate use.
Susan, can I have your Alright, if you're still working on it, I'm gonna work with you, and then the rest of you, I'm gonna put your 5-minute break.
No! Everybody
But, what are our expectations for the 5-minute break? And
no saying easy with the ball.
and what else?
Georgie, washing machine?
What happens when the 5 minutes are over?
We go back to our seat.
Yep, and we don't complain and we turn off the game. Alright, I'm gonna put the 5-minute break. If you're not done, I'm gonna
white guy.
Oh, you don't.
Ding, 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 ding. Wait.
Oh, dang.
No way. Jackie did it. You're not using it as the.
Max, go on dancing.
What the frick, dude?
Hold on, let's decide. Brian, come on, Ricky. Alias, stay with us.
Wait, Ronaldo.
No.
Wait, Ronaldo. What?
Yeah, you stay with them.
Nice, get over here.
Max, bro. Yeah, let's go with them. Let's go, Leah. Yeah.
Be careful with the phone.
Hold on. Gotta make sure you say, bro.
Well, I don't know.
Buena. Buena. That's your skill. Hit it from there. Let's go. W. Hit that.
And they see mine is right.
Oh, sorry. I couldn't do it.
No, yours is even worse. It's a lot more space. Shit.
Bro, you're literally on our side. Whose team are you on?
It's cursing.
Dang it.
We should make it a cycle.
Hey. Teamwork. That was totally teamwork.